Hi, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. And if you hadn't noticed, yes, I'm back on YouTube after a pretty extensively long break since about June of last year. I will be back every Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, live with old and new friends alike. We'll be sharing our reselling tips, tricks, and knowledge, and hopefully we can all learn a little bit from each other while having fun. And then I have a lot of other things scheduled and planned for you guys. It's going to be an eventful 2026. I hope to get a lot of content out there, make up for lost time, share everything I've learned while I've been gone, and learn new things as I go along. I'm still not going to edit my videos. That's always been my thing. I am here to talk to you guys, to teach you things and show you things, motivate you and help you get organized and all of that stuff. And so when I fumble over my words or make a mistake, I'm just going to keep going. I'm not here to produce Hollywood-like movies. I just want to teach you guys some things while I sit at my desk. And I'm human, so sometimes I'll make mistakes. So it's going to be Friday when you see this video, and we're going to be doing haul videos on Friday. Now, since the last time you saw me, I stocked up for the winter and purchased a lot of inventory. If you didn't know, I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It gets really cold, really snowy and icy here. So starting in about August or September, I hoard inventory like a little squirrel, and I work off of that and then start big time sourcing again in the spring and summer. I purchased 250 pounds of clothing from one of my dear friends, Lori, who was on the live show last night. If you're watching this on Friday, you met her last night. She's moving from California to Tennessee, so I bought the 250 pounds of clothes from her, and I may be buying more. And then my friend Jenny, I went to several of her Whatnot shows and just bought out all her clothing inventory. I have 3 or 4 thread-up boxes, and I think 8 large lawn bags full of stuff that I had sourced from the Goodwill on 99-cent day. All of this stuff is at the back of my garage where we keep our inventory, and some of it is in the separate room down there in the back, which is our laundry room. And longtime viewers, you do know that I wash everything I bring into this house unless it is a plush or new with tags and it gets steam cleaned. Everything gets washed. I have my reasons, which I have talked about in the past, and I'll be doing another video this year. Everything's getting mixed up. So some of the stuff from some boxes are just getting thrown in the wash together, or some of the bags. So I can't really tell you as we go through this if it came from Lori, Jenny, ThredUp, or the Goodwill. But we're just going to look at all the stuff I got. And we're going to go through it every Friday. I'll just bring up what I washed in the week since, or steam cleaned, because there's some stuff with tags. And we'll look through it together. If there's anything that's new to me or I am unsure of, at the end, we will share my screen and we can kind of look at comps on eBay together to learn. How does that sound? Does that sound like fun? Well, let's get started. This is unbranded. I don't really see any tags on it. However, if you notice, it is a denim, like chambray button front men's shirt. So what I will do is measure this, and then I use the US standard size chart. If you do not have that, let me know in the comments and I will get you the link to that chart. It can be a lifesaver if you have an item without tags. You can measure it and figure out the approximate size to tell your potential buyers. Vintage items were sized differently in the past. You can kind of give the size that's according to today's standards. And it comes in handy if you're doing things like Tord and Chico's and you want sizes. So this, even though there's no tags on it whatsoever, I will probably list this around 25 or 30 bucks because it looks to be large and it's denim and it's a button front and it's a nice shirt. All right, let's put that over there and move on to, this is Chaps by Ralph Lauren, which is a bread and butter. I wouldn't necessarily call this a poop brand. Oh, if you're new to the channel, there's 3 types of inventory. There's the BOLOs, be on the lookout for, the items that sell either really fast for a lot of money or both. And those are items you always want to source. There's the bread and butter items, which I have built my business on, my volume-based business, which usually have low cost of goods, slightly lower sell point, but a good turnover. And then there's poop. And I guess that's self-explanatory. Poop is stuff you probably don't want to source. And if you do it by mistake and you learn your lesson along the way, that's great. But poop is not something you want to source on purpose, unless it's a poop stuffed animal, like my friend back there. Extra large men's Ralph Lauren chaps, 100% cotton, denim button front shirt. So while this is bread and butter, I'm still probably going to list this off the top of my head for $40 or $45. Now, if I go to comp this and people are selling it for a lot less, I'm probably still going to list it on the higher end. My gut tells me what things are worth. I don't comp a lot of items. And when I do, I'm typically disappointed because most people race to the bottom. And if you are a longtime viewer on this channel, you know that's one of my pet peeves, and it's been my soapbox for years. Don't price items based on what you paid for it or how fast you want to get your money back. Base them on what they're worth at market value, and then we all make more money. You guys, we're going to comp this at the end of the video. Dolce & Gabbana, new with tags. And we're going to comp it. And if this comp's pretty good, I steamed it once to clean it, sterilize it. And then it's been sitting in a pile with all these clothes, and you can see how it got kind of wrinkled. Yeah, if it's a lot of money, I would steam clean this again before I photograph it, because I want my expensive bolo items to look bougie and nice in the photos. This is a vintage brand, Castile, and this is 100% wool. And so we're going to comp this. I'm sort of familiar with the vintage brand Castile, but I've never done a 100% wool sweater. I've done like blouses and things like that. I'm running out of room. All right, this is Captain America t-shirt. Nothing too fancy. Probably $12. Bread and butter. Torrid size 1. So there you go. There's an example of a brand that has what's called vanity sizes. Torrid does it, Chico's, and sometimes Lane Bryant and others. And you just go on their website and they'll have a sizing chart, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of vanity sizing. It's always plus size, and it'll have smaller numbers, but then it equates to like a 1X or something else. I am already getting vocal fry. I'm so out of practice of doing videos. So this is probably a 1X. But when I go to list it, like I said, I'll go to their website and look up their size chart. If you list a lot of these brands with the vanity sizing, I suggest just bookmarking their size chart so you can easily and quickly look up those sizes without spending too much time. This is going to be about 25 or 30 bucks. I actually wanted to keep this one for myself, but I started losing weight and I've gone down like 2 sizes. So I can't wear that anymore unless I want to wear it as a dress. I'm short enough. This is a Claybrook wrinkle-free dress shirt, and it's still, you know, nicely packed up. So I did try to steam this, but it's got tissue in it. So, but I want to look this up, right? Because I'm not familiar with that too much. Joseph Avowed. This one still has the cotton, but it's, I don't know, it's coming off the cotton. So I'm just going to take it off and photograph it on a hanger. It's an okay brand. It's not, it used to be better than what it is now. I'll have to look it up when I go to list it, but I don't want to comp it with you guys. Not that exciting. I found my glasses. They were under the stack of clothing. So now I can see. This is a fleece Foot Locker. I want to look this up. I have a feeling, you know, Foot Locker is vintage. So this is either going to be a lot of money or very disappointing. Okay, I'm going to grab this other pile here and just pull it over here for myself. And see what we got in this pile. This is Nike sleeveless San Francisco. Whoa, my camera, what are you doing? You need to focus. We're working here. Focus. San Francisco Giants. I mean, my gut tells me probably 12 to 18 on that. Whipper. We're going to look this up because I'm not familiar with this. Oh, this feels so soft. Whipper in. I guess that's Whipper in. Size large. It looks like a men's pullover. Maybe quarter zip. It's polyester. I looked for the material because, or the ingredients as I usually call them. It feels so silky soft. Let's look that one up, shall we? Pierre Cardin, large. So I used to do a lot of this brand back in 2017 and 2018. Find it for $1. It used to go for about, I'd say 20 to 30 depending on the size and the bold print. And it's probably not changed very much. Unless turds have ruined it for everybody. Style & Co. I'm not going to unfold them. They have the stretchy waistband. Size 12. Just tan khakis. Probably about 20 bucks. Perry Ellis. This used to be a really good men's brand. It's kind of not so much anymore, but that's okay. It's a size 38, which is a pretty large size. It's men's dress slacks. We may look those up because my gut's telling me right around 40, but they may not be worth that anymore. But they're large. Jones, New York signature plus size 18W. I guess I should show you the tag too, because I could just be making anything up, right? There you go. Black cargo pants. I like cargo pants. I always have. As much as jeans. I don't even know that they're in style or in fashion, but they sell really well. So somebody somewhere likes them, whether they're in fashion or not. Since these are plus size, about $25. The prices I give you, by the way, because I can see the comments coming now, are the price all in. So if I say a pair of pants is $25, that means it's $25 free shipping, $15 with 10 shipping, or $18 with 7 shipping. However you break it down, the price is the price is the price. So I just think in my head, the way my brain works, the overall price is the price. And then when I actually go to list an item and I can see how much it weighs, I charge shipping based on the shipping chart that I have, and then go with the price from there. Does that make sense? If it does not, let me know in the comments and I will be more than happy to explain that a little more clearly and help you guys find the best way to price your items. If you want my shipping chart, I mentioned it in my live show last week, and I think it's in the comments on that video, but I'll be more than happy to copy paste it over into these comments as well. What I charge for shipping going forward for 2026. So my new prices based on their shipping increases this year. Puritan. This is a bread and butter brand. Maybe even like high-end poop. But it's a decent, it'll sell for about 20 bucks maybe. Men's 32. It's got tags, but these look like discount store tags. I don't know, but oh, these are cute. Oh my goodness. Brooks Brothers. Oh, we are looking these up. So these are the cutest little, like, just summer pants. Sailor pants. That's what I want to call them. I know they're not sailor pants, but I want to call them sailor pants. They have a tie for the waist. Look. It's woven in and out of these rivets. This is so cute. I haven't lost that much weight yet, but if I had of, I would wear these. These are cute. And Brooks Brothers is a very good brand, or at least it used to be. We'll find out. We'll look these up today. Let me get another drink. Throat is so dry. Anna. Okay, so this is like a poop, but Here's the thing. You see what these are? They're shorts. And I have long said, and I will die on this hill, booty shorts, jean shorts, cutoff shorts, any shorts, if you can get them for around $1.50 to $1 for your cost of goods or in bulk buys, get them. They're worth it. Shorts are very strange when the brand doesn't matter. They'll sell sometimes, like cutoff denim shorts will sell for more money than the jeans in that brand. So shorts are really a good find in any brand. These are size 8, short 12. I'll probably list these for around 18 bucks, you know? So for $1, whatevs. Hey, this is cool. Hilo Hattie. I swear I have seen this brand and I have had it in my store before, but I cannot for the life of me tell you what I would list this at. And there's no size tag. So again, I'll have to measure. Some things are worth measuring to get the size on and some aren't. So if you're buying bulk or wholesale or lots from people, you really don't have any control. Some things just come without a tag. But if you're at the thrift and you see something like this, it's probably worth it without a size tag. A plain blue shirt like this, probably not. Oh, I hate white things. I'm just going to tell you what it is and put it over there. But it's vintage AF, guys, to speak like the kids. It's a nightshirt, cable car clothiers. Oh my gosh. But I might actually, what is the OxyClean? I might soak this and try to get it a little bit wider. A lot of these things I'm showing you had actually gotten washed in the middle towards the end of December and kind of folded and put into a box and brought up to my office. That's why they look wrinkled. They've been sitting. And this one it's old, so it's kind of yellowy, but anyway, I think this one might be worth the work. Can you see it? This one might be worth the work to soak it and try to whiten it and wash it again and maybe air dry it instead of dry it next time and then try to get the wrinkles out, as my grandma called them, wrinkles. But I want to comp this. Before I do all that extra work and create more work for myself, let's comp it. Ben Sherman. So never heard of this. I have a big pile of stuff to comp. So we'll just put this aside and I'll have to look that up later. But let's look up this pair of pants that I'm absolutely in love with and wish were my size because these are so stinking cute. I cannot stand it. I'm going to have to share my screen with you guys. And I'm going to have to relearn how to do all these things, right? Present. Entire screen. Bear with me as I relearn how to make YouTube videos. Here we go. So these are the 346 Brooks Brothers. I'm just going to put pants because I don't know what to call these yet. I'm sure they're women's though. Well, these prices look promising on these plain ones, and mine are unique and very cute. So when I actually take the photos and I'm getting ready to list, I will run the listing through List Perfectly's AI, which will give me some better keywords, and I could probably find more closer to the exact pair that I have. But we're looking at probably 30, 40 bucks. So that's exciting. Yay. That we will put in the win column. A W for Star today. Whipper in men's sweater. I only see 2 in the solds here. I'm going to check out the tag on this and make sure it is what I have. Can I see the original listing, please? That is what I have. That's this brand. But this is a vest, and you're looking at like 17, 18 all in. This one sold on auction for 99 cents. Let's look at what's actually listed. The listed prices are a little bit better, so I'll probably go with those because this is what I'm competing with. And this is what's important to remember when you comp. Yes, looking at the solds is 1000% important because that's what items are selling for. However, if everything else is listed higher, that's what you're competing with. So you can price higher. So this is probably going to be like, I'll say 20, 25 maybe. Next, we had this Foot Locker, right? I'm going to call this a fleece. Foot Locker men's pullover fleece. If I could type, I could tell you some stories. Okay, that's not too shabby. Let's look at solds. You're looking at like 20, maybe 25 bucks. I'm okay with that. Okay, I have this Claybrook wrinkle-free dress shirt. I'm not familiar with this brand. Dress shirts aren't that popular anymore. Anyway, to be frank with you guys, let me be frank. You can be Stan. A lot of people work remotely from home now, and a lot of office buildings don't have strict dress codes anymore. You know, guys, that Keith got an accounting job and he works in an office and they all wear jeans and t-shirts unless their investors are rolling through. They got to dress up. But most offices are very casual where people work remote. But some men, lawyers, other professions still dress up. People dress up for church. So I wouldn't write off dress shirts altogether. All right, we're looking at, brand new. This one sold for $8.19. And again, I'm adding the total cost together because the price is the price is the price, no matter how you break down the price plus the shipping. All right, I'm not angry at this. And mine's in a nice little, so, maybe I'll do mine for a little more. Let's see what's actually listed. I might do mine for like 35 just because it's still intact in its little packaging there. All right, let's look up this vintage sweater. Castile liquid. Maybe that's where I recognize the name from. 100% wool women's sweat. Oh, well, that one was promising. What are the rest of y'all doing? Unbranded. Okay, these aren't the brand that I'm looking for. I don't even see the brand. Listen, this brand isn't even coming up. Maybe I should type in the rest of the tag by Jeff Rose, and then I'll take out the 100%. See if I can find something. You know, I might have to actually do a little bit more research on this one. There's this one here that is listed for a lot. So when I run into a humdinger like this, I'll spend a little bit of time trying to find it. I might look on Poshmark or Etsy to see if I can find this brand. I don't spend too much time. I do feel that a lot of resellers spend entirely too much time sometimes researching an item. So I may look at Etsy, I may look at Poshmark, and if not, just find things comparable and just price high. You can always do offers and run sales. There's fuzzies on it. I'm picking them off. Okay. Let's look this thing up. Cable car clothiers. Clothiers. That sounds so fancy. Cable car clothiers. Nightshirt. Well, there's a bunch of them. See how white theirs are? You can see me down here in the corner. 5 of them is 80 bucks. So maybe 40. I don't math well, but you get the gist. I might clean mine up a little bit. Maybe I'll just sell it as is. That's a decision I will make later. And we have the, I am assuming vintage brand here, Hawaiian shirt. So let's check this out. Are we having fun yet, guys? Are we learning anything? I don't have a size. Sorry. Okay. We'll take it. And yes, it is vintage. You can usually tell by the tags. The tags will tell you if they're vintage or not. They usually have the bigger graphics on them, and they just look different than modern tags. All right, I'm not mad at this shirt. I'll probably do 30 maybe. All right, my Dulce Gabbana. Hello, Star, learn how to type. Dulce Gabbana. Women's extra large. Cecilia t-shirt. Okay. Not getting the exact one, and that's okay. I can just kind of look through. But wait, let's look at what's listed and see if I can mark it new. Well, excuse me. Yeah, I will be re-steaming this shirt. Holy, Happy New Year to me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm going to list mine at. The prices are all over the place, but they are big. Can we do a little dance? Can we celebrate? Woo woo! Woo woo! This is an exciting shirt. I need to steam it and make it look its very best for its photo shoot. And then we'll just look up these pants, and then I'll let you guys go. I know you have busy lives and you have things to do, but I always like to show you my items and learn with you and look stuff up. I always did. These are always my favorite videos, I think. I say that about every video, though. I just like learning and looking and talking and showing and teaching and doing. I didn't type pants. All right. These are decent. Maybe 2025. So all in all, the items that I pulled out of the garage and washed are decent. I was going to say this week. So moving forward, I will be doing laundry between now and next Thursday when I film. So next Friday, you will see what I've washed in the meantime. This stuff, like I said, was washed in December and shoved in a box up there, and I was saving it for a video. This is the big win. Very excited. I need to put it on a hanger and get it steamed and get it listed. Now, when you don't see this going up for a couple of weeks, mind your business. Do as I say, not as I do. If you have an item like this, get it up immediately. I'll get around to it. But thank you for coming in today and looking through my items with me and sticking around to comp them. I do enjoy haul videos. They're so fun. And I will be working through the multitude of things I bought to stock up for the winter. And I'll be here every Friday working through the pile with you guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Help us feed a hungry hippo. I'll see you next week. Bye.